Okay. All right, and welcome. This is video. What's Carbondale, Colorado
Yeah,
like?
actually, sucked, exactly like your company. I love you though.
Okay, so Carbondale, Colorado.
Carbondale, Colorado, it's a very, very small village in the mountains. It's around like 4 hours to drive from Denver. So it's like, you can say who is from Carbondale because when they live in Denver, they say hi to everybody and they go inside with questions to your life. Like, how is your day today? Oh, yeah, I remember that you told me. So this
Is
is
that what
the
somebody from
small,
Carbondale would
small
do?
village from Carbondale. But actually, it's very nice little town. I've been over there a couple times.
Okay, so when I first lived there, we moved there when in
Oh, you from
1984.
there? Oh, sorry.
It was a population of 2,000. Now I think it's like 4,000, 5,000. And the city council and many of the people that live there are
Honey,
very.
delete that, please.
I can't. This is a
Oh,
live
you can. I'm
video.
sorry. I was joking.
No, that's fine. Um, so it's the city council is very anti development, or at least I think they still are. They don't want McDonald's. They don't want Walmart. It's to the point now where it could have those things, but they're very much against those sort of businesses moving in, Target, things like that. So there are a lot of mom and pop businesses that have been there for a very long time. There's a pizza place called Peppino's Pizza. A New Yorker moved in there, and he brought us, ranch hands. He exposed us to New York style pizza for the first time. We were able to have decent pizza. Before that, we just subsisted off of Totino's pizza rolls. But um, and there are a number of other restaurants that have been there for a very long time. And there's a Domino's Pizza now, and that is like, wow, a Domino's Pizza. It's like the high schoolers probably threw a parade when that launched. And there's also a Subway that's been there for about 25 years. And when Subway first opened, there was a line at the entrance to get into Subway, because it was such a big thing for the town. Because people have relocated from other cities and now are part of city council, and they don't want to see it developed, and they don't want to see like corporate chains. And just a couple of sort of crept in through the years. Um, you can still, I believe, to this day, you can occasionally see cattle going across the Highway 133, which is the highway that goes through the town. Um, it's like one public high school, one public middle school, one public elementary school, and what else would I say about it? The people that live there try to give it more credit than what it deserves. Oh, it's lively now. Oh, the billionaires have kicked out the millionaires, and the millionaires are moving to Carbondale. And there's truth to that because it's very close to Aspen, Colorado. It's about 40 minutes from Aspen, and there is truth to that. They built some golf courses over there. Aspen Glen, a Jack Nicklaus designed golf course. And what's the other area? And this was all sort of getting completed as I was leaving around 98, 2000. Um, River Valley Ranch. So there's some nice developments there with golf courses, and so some elites have sort of crept in. But I'd say it's been a while since I've been there. All in all, it's still a sleepy sort of town, a bedroom community to Aspen. Not a lot happening, and just really a horrible place to grow up. I think there are about 3 stoplights there now. When I was there, there was 1 stoplight. Definitely a conservative element there. People that had been there for generations, owned ranches, wore cowboy boots, and then sort of hippies that have relocated from other parts of the country, and maybe they wanted to live near Aspen or something, and it's just kind of went through a process of shifting from a cowboy town, sort of coal miner town, to a town with city people that have relocated to a small town, and also heavy Hispanic population. A lot of Mexican people have moved there. They can find great paying jobs in Aspen doing construction, things like that. And when I was a kid, I don't know the case now. I think it's still probably pretty similar. They used to say that the Roaring Fork Valley, which is where Carbondale is, had the best economy in the nation, more than a couple P. And I didn't understand economics at all at that point. I was okay. I don't know what that means. I didn't even know. I thought economics was like math or something. And I know there's part of, but I had no idea what economics was. But you could, at that point, you could get the starting wage at McDonald's was like $9.50 an hour. When any like if the starting wage in Denver would have been like $5.25, so like almost double. So you pick out a McDonald's in Denver and double that wage per hour. That might, I don't know if that, I heard that McDonald's closed in Aspen, but I think it, so you could go to Aspen and, as a high school kid, make a lot of money. And the cost of living wasn't crazy in Carbondale at that point. It was, if I would have known that and thought about that, I might have taken advantage of that more. It's at the base of a mountain called Mount Sopris, almost 13,000 feet. Really nice mountain. It kind of shoots up as a single peak, and there are other mountains there, but they're kind of hidden by foothills. So it looks like Mount Sopris is the only mountain around, but there are others that you just can't see. They're behind foothills, and you have to go up Highway 82 to Aspen to really see them, or get back into the hills behind Carbondale. They call it Missouri Heights to see. When I first saw those mountains, I went to Missouri Heights when I was like 18, and we were staying in this guy's place, and I actually saw the other mountains next to Mount Sopris, and it was just shocking because I never knew that there are a lot of things like that, a lot of natural things that geographical things, geological things that might shock you as a long-term resident there. Once you see how close it is to other towns that you think it's far from. Crested Buttes would be just a horrendous, few hour, 5-hour drive, but actually it's situated somewhat close to Carbondale. You just have to, circle around different peaks, and it's not like it's a straight shot. If it was a straight shot, it might take an hour to get there, but you've got to go around certain mountains, so it takes much longer. Looking at maps and seeing that's stuff like that can be surprising. What else do I have to say about Carbondale? There's a private school there that I used to live near called CRMS, Colorado Rocky Mountain School, and you would have the rich and famous. Some of their kids would be sent off to school there, and they would be doing like stacking hay with pitchforks and stuff, really making them do hard labor, punishing them for their life of luxury that would soon come after graduation and after going to like an Ivy League school or something. Don Johnson's son went there, and I'm sure others that I don't know of. And I think they had like a soccer team or something, and no other real sports. just like a boarding school. The people would live on camp, high school age, live on campus, and I would walk by them. I played basketball, so I would walk, dribbling my basketball to this park called Bert and Ernie Park, which they also call another shocking thing. Its official name is Gianetti Park. We always just called it Bert and Ernie Park, and they would dress completely differently. They would be dressed like grunge style, like out of Seattle, and I would be dressed like a normal person. And so you could tell those people were more maybe plugged into what was happening in society, the trends, etc. Probably their parents were probably rich, bankers and stuff like that, lawyers, doctors, but they're rebelling against their parents. They're wearing baggy clothes and Carbondale is about 2.5 hours from Denver, so it's a fairly long commute to Denver, 2.5, 3 hours. Glenwood Springs is the town that for any sort of entertainment that you would have to go to. It's about 12 miles away. The hot springs pool, the Hotel Colorado, which Theodore Roosevelt and some other presidents had stayed at, and sort of a true tourist town with a lively tourist industry. Different motels, and they built different limited service hotels through the years. Holiday Inn Express, Hampton Inn. There's some Marriotts there now. They keep building them because during the summer the whole town just sells out. People want to get away from the metro area, and they go there. They soak the hot springs and go hiking, mountain biking, whatever. And there's you can get on these not lifts, chair lifts, but I can't remember what you call it. You can ride this thing up to the top of this mountain. This also was created after I left. Can't remember what they call that. But Glenwood Springs is a nice place. That's a place that I recommend going to. You won't be bored out of your mind. You'll find something to do. And in the summertime especially, there's people walking around, going to restaurants, and it feels a little bit more lively. Aspen, Aspen's a funny one. You would think that Aspen is would be a fun place to go to, but that's when you start to understand the economic class system here in the United States, or just in general. Where you go to Glenwood Springs, you can kind of mix in with the other people. It's very separate. You go to Aspen and you see, maybe you're trying to enjoy the nightlife or whatever, but you see these rich people walking hand in hand. They're not letting anyone get close to them. You can see staying in nice hotels like the St. Regis Hotel, 5-star hotels, and it's everything is very separated and sort of segregated from people that live in the valley. They called us down valley trash, Aspen being up valley, and so Aspen was never a place that I really enjoyed very much. Glenwood Springs I enjoyed. Go there, go to Walmart, go to McDonald's, go eat fast food, go to the pool. You can kind of just enjoy the town, and there's a nice outdoor opportunities there as well. I find unless maybe you're a mega rich person, I find Glenwood Springs to be the more enjoyable town. It even has skiing. It has Sunlight Resorts. Aspen has maybe if you're a skier you might enjoy Aspen more, and multiple mountains, etc. But I always felt the different levels there, the different the people from the upper class as opposed to me being working class. I could feel that distinction. very nice outdoor opportunities, hiking, etc. It's a place that you might want to look at if you want to be bored for a Saturday afternoon. Thank you very much.